Ministers in the Peace and Security Cluster were answering questions in the National Assembly, and the war in the Middle East took center stage. Pandor says no decision has been taken on the Israeli ambassador.
I have not tabled a proposal to the cabinet of the ambassador of Israel to South Africa. As members would be aware, given the cabinet briefing, that has decided that we should recall our officials from Israel at this time for consultations. Should there be any further action to be taken by the government, we obviously would make the necessary statements.
Pandor was also grilled on her phone call to Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. She says she's yet to get an invite to speak to any Israeli leader, but reiterated that South Africa is pro-Palestine.
So I spoke to that gentleman, Mr. Haniyeh. I did not express any support for the atrocious action that had occurred on the 7th of October. And it is that, Mr. Thring, that I have said is totally untrue.
Government says it will consider charging South Africans who are assisting the Israeli Defense Force.
It's illegal in terms of South African laws to participate in any war sponsored by private companies or fight alongside the flag of other countries. So all of them are dangerous, and we treat them as equally as that. How we are doing it, that's the reason we are able to monitor the participation and pass the necessary information to the relevant law enforcement agencies so that they can do their part.
Meanwhile, the Justice Minister has also given a report on the status of the extradition of the Gupta brothers. Minister Ronald Lamola says his department has since June not received feedback from the United Arab Emirates on the reasons for their failed extradition request.
We've asked them with regards to the whereabouts of the Gupta brothers. They also stated to us that they don't know, they are not aware. In international law, the last position of site through which they are supposed to be requested from. Arrested on the basis of a road notice, collaboration with the authorities here in South Africa.
The police ministry was also cornered on the fate of the VIP protection officers attached to Deputy President Paul Mashatile, who allegedly assaulted motorists on the N1 highway in Johannesburg in August.
The investigation is complete, and in accordance with the South African Police Service Disciplinary Regulations 2016, disciplinary hearings have been scheduled in this regard. The South African Police Disciplinary Regulations 2016 provide for the suspension of employees who are alleged to have committed serious acts of misconduct.
Meanwhile, the EFF says it will next week bring a motion calling for the expulsion of the Israeli ambassador to South Africa. Tulelani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.